Any health-related information on the following show provides general information only. Content presented on any show by any host or guest should not be substituted for a doctor's advice. Always consult your physician before beginning any new diet, exercise, or treatment program.
Hello, welcome to Love Your Body, Love Your Life. My name is Jenna. I'm the host of today's show. I'm also the author of the book titled Love Your Body, Love Your Life, 52 Tips That Will Radically Change Your Health. And it looks like we have a delay again, which is unfortunate. I'm so sorry for that. Yeah, it's been working. My internet's been working for these past couple shows that I've been solo. So I apologize for who's ever watching live. There's a little slight delay and I did not expect that. But I was also going to say that I haven't been live, you guys, in like 4 weeks. It's always really fun to be live. And if you are listening to my show, I really want to thank you because I know there is so much out there to listen to these days. We're just inundated with information, and it's honestly, it's crazy to think about how much we can know about other people's lives nowadays, or at least what they want to show us and present to the world. So to me, it's just like, wow, like we really are up in each other's business these days. But so with that said, you guys are definitely going to hear a lot of what I've been up to because I've been up to a lot. I mean, August has been so incredibly busy for me, you guys. And by the way, I encourage questions and comments always. And I really appreciate that as well, especially with the solo episodes. I'd love to conversate, but I have been super busy. I've always said that summer, I've never really had like a summer to remember kind of thing, like, people kind of talk about, oh, that was the best summer of my life. Like, I've never really had that. I don't know. Like, for me, I feel like I like Halloween through the end of the year. My birthday's in November, and I like nighttime better than daytime. Like, I'm not really a morning person. So maybe that's it. Like, I kind of like the fall vibe, I guess. But I don't know. Yeah. So anyways, just kind of going off on a tangent. So we already have some questions. I will get to them throughout the show or at the end of the show. But so yeah. So my point is that August has been incredibly busy for me. And so I'll catch you guys up. So first off, I am going to be dropping a new song. I got back in the recording studio starting in July. July 18th actually is when I recorded a new song. And it's actually a cover song that I'm dropping. It should be dropping like tomorrow. I'm hoping by tomorrow, Friday. If not, definitely next week. So if any of you guys want to follow me on Spotify, it's just under my name, Jenna Lobos. I have original music there, and I will be dropping 2 more songs. This one that's coming out soon is a cover song, and I covered it. It's actually a 1960s song. Okay, so the original artist is by a band named The Intruders, and they were really popular in the 1960s. And then in the 1980s, it's a Latin band, so a band named Tierra, which you roll the R's like that for this band. They redid this song by The Intruders, and both bands took this particular song to the Billboard charts than in the top 100s. So as of right now, I did some research and I'm honestly, I can't find another female artist that has redone this particular song that I did, that I redid. And the reason why I chose this particular song is because, and I'm not going to tell you guys the name, by the way. I'm going to let that be a surprise. So if you guys want to follow me on Spotify, amazing. Or you can follow me on Instagram. I'm going to be announcing it there as well. But the reason why I chose this particular song is because I grew up listening to it. There's tons of history with this particular song and band, from the 1980s, because the original singer from that band went to high school with my mom and my dad. Pretty much my dad's like one of his best friends up until he passed. And my mom actually dated the lead singer. So this guy, the lead singer, was kind of in and out of my life growing up, either through stories from my mom and dad or actually in my home, which is crazy because that particular Latin band made it big per se. Like for the Latin community in Los Angeles, they're really well-known band, and they got on the bandstand, I think it was called, late night TV. I mean, they were just all over the place. They toured the world, all of it. So and honestly, it's the only song that I've ever seen my dad dance to. So I was in negotiations with the studio that I record with for an original song that I'm also working on. And it just kind of came through as a download, you guys, like, why don't you remake this particular song? And so I emailed the studio right away and I let them know my idea, and they were excited about it. I told them the history of the song and the band, and they were excited about it. They said, sure, we'll try our best to come close to the actual music. Um, so I'm really excited about that, you guys. I am going to, like I said, be dropping this song soon, hopefully by tomorrow, if not next week. And yeah, it came out really good. I'm happy with the results. I so normally when you get into the music studio, you have like a 3-hour block. Okay, so they block out a time. They call it the box when you're in the box, and it's basically just you in this little box room with a mic and it's basically a soundproof room. And then you have your producer on the other side of like the wall, but there's a window there so you can see each other and communicate with. And so normally you have like a 3-hour block in the box, and we got it done, or I should say I got it done in an hour. Like I felt it. It was just there. It was pretty magical. Like I feel like because I've been singing this song since I was a kid, it just was like obviously I practiced it my way and my version of how I wanted to express it, but and it sounds way different because again, I'm a female singer versus a male singer. But yeah, I'm just super happy with how it came out. So I'm happy, you guys. I'm so happy. I love my music. I absolutely love how I feel when I sing. I just feel so free and expressive and unstoppable, to be honest. Like it just opens me up. And I wrote this little blurb that I'm going to say on my social media when I do announce it. But I said that, cheers to passion, because I had a lot of people try to hold me back from singing. Um, yeah, a lot of people, including an ex relationship, which he was a singer, or he is a singer as well. But when I rediscovered that I loved this part of me so much, I knew it in my body, like, I felt different, like, I felt vulnerable, but open, and like I said, like, unstoppable, and I'm just really grateful that I have found people along the way to, like, encourage me to keep going because I'm not the best singer, you guys, like, I'm not, like, I started singing when I was a kid in the choir, but and I played flute for a little bit and the clarinet, so music has always been in my soul and my heart, but again, I feel like there were roadblocks that I won't get into, but just kinda like relationships that have tried to stop me from that from who I am, really, that part of me. So, moral of that story is if you have something you love, and I don't care what it is, it could be anything, whatever lights you up, and you can feel it in your body that this brings you joy and happiness, and as long as you're not harming anybody, then go for it, and like, whoever tells you you can't do that thing that you love, please do not listen. It has taken me years to, first of all, have the courage to even get into the music studio, to show them my original lyrics, to perform on stage, to do open mics. Um, and I'm just so grateful that I didn't give up on myself with that part of who I am because music and singing is a lot of work and it's a muscle. You have to sing pretty much all the time to continue to be good at your craft. And so obviously life will get in the way of whatever you love, but my point is if you have something you love, just continue. And don't let people tell you that you can't do something that you really love. So anyway, so that's something that I have done this summer, and I will share more that I've been up to, but I will take a little break and I'll answer some questions. So, Larry, what have you been doing the past few weeks? So, yeah, so thanks, Larry. I think you are a listener that has been listening for a little bit, so I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm letting you know I've been up to a lot. And music is one of them, but not all. Frank, you still have plenty of time to have the unforgettable summer experience. Yes, thank you. You're right. Thank you, Frank. I think dropping my song is going to be definitely an unforgettable moment. And I forgot to tell you and share with you also that um, I have an additional original song that I'm also working on as well. So that's kind of been intertwining with the cover. And I worked on the melody yesterday and I'm liking it so far. It's definitely a different vibe than the cover song. The cover song, you guys, is like a Latin jazz, old old school kind of feeling. And my cover song is more pop. Definitely like a pop feel to it. So totally different styles. But yeah. Um, Kelly, what does one have to do a cover song? Is there licenses or something? Yeah. So you can sing any cover. You just have to go through a distribution um, center that will protect the original writers for the song. So they basically get the mechanical licensing for you when you want to put your song out to the world on YouTube or Spotify or any of the streaming services. So I use DistroKid as my where I distribute all of my music through, and then they protect the original songwriters. And then the original songwriters will get any kind of royalties from, I mean, let's hope that I get a lot of streaming or views on YouTube. And if I do, then the original songwriters get the royalties from that. So thank you for that question, Kelly. But yeah, you can do any kind of cover. I think um, there's some sort of a new law in songwriting and doing cover songs that just came out, I believe the beginning of 2025 this year. Look it up and Google it because I'm not verbatim on the actual law, but I know that it's something like if the song is over like 50 years, like 50 years ago, the original song came out, then you don't need any kind of license to actually get royalties. Like somebody else can start getting the royalties from that song over 50 years or something like that, to that effect. So if that's something that's interesting or of interest for you, then I would definitely check that out as well. Um, so yeah, so let me grab some water, you guys. I hope the delay isn't that bad. It doesn't seem that bad anymore. Mm, I love my water and lemon. So let's see, what else have I been up to? I did the music. I did a video for my jennalobos.com website, which is all about love your body, love your life. It's a lifestyle brand. I talk a lot about health and beauty and wellness. And so I did a video of a recipe that I love, which is kale chips. And we filmed this video, I guess it would have been 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I filmed this video. So I did a recipe of kale chips. And I also made a tahini dip. So if anybody is interested in kale chips, they're actually baked kale chips. So it's super simple. It's just you buy the kale, you basically wash the kale, you put them on like a cookie sheet, you bake them for like I think 15 minutes. You drizzle before you bake them, you drizzle with olive oil, sea salt. I do either Parmesan cheese or like a vegan cheese. Um, and then you bake them and you're done. Like you're done. And I thought that this would be really good for football season coming up. It's a healthier version for potato chips. So that's why we did the kale chips. And I also made a tahini dip to go along with the chips, which is amazing, you guys. Like, and it's super simple to make. It's literally, I think, like 4 ingredients. I think tahini, warm water, garlic, little salt, oh, and cumin. And you basically just mix that all together in a blender and you're done. You can add garbanzo beans to that if you want, but pretty much, I mean, that's it. So that's another thing that I've been up to is I did the video, which it sounds really easy, you guys, right? So, but it's just like so much prep, it's like real life is happening and then you're prepping for a video, you're buying the ingredients, like you're coordinating with the videographer. And then I had the behind the scenes people come and do photos, and it's a lot, it's a lot. So, but it's fun and I love it, and I feel like I'm sharing something healthy. Like I said, just kind of like um, to replace your potato chips for football season. And then I showed in the video that you can pair it with a ginger beer, which is non-alcoholic. Yeah, I love ginger beer, by the way. If anybody wants a good non-alcoholic drink, ginger beer is really yummy. It's like has a spice to it. I mean, you could add alcohol if you wanted, but it's good on its own. You could add lime or lemon. But yeah, so if anybody's interested in that recipe, you can just go to jennalobos.com/blog, and all my recipes are on there. And I also write some other personal stories that I don't know, maybe I've shared here, maybe not, but there's other personal stories on there too if you guys are interested in knowing more about myself and then some healthy recipes. Um, so yeah, what else? What else? So I don't know what to finish with. I have two more things that I really want to share with you guys, but I feel like I should probably get into um I wanted to share this personal story that happened about, well, actually, I think I was live 3 weeks ago, maybe four, the beginning of August. I was live with you guys, and um, it's a busy week. Whenever I go live here, things are just busier because I'm preparing for the show, and I'm just busy with life and other things that I have going on. And anyway, so about 3 weeks ago, I was really tired. It was a Monday. It was a Monday. And I probably didn't sleep too well on a Sunday night. Anyways, it was a Monday and I was really tired that day, but I had signed up for a Pilates class at 6 o'clock in the evening. So I thought to myself, okay, well, I'll just take a nap and for an hour, and then I'll be fine to go to my Pilates class and be good. So I finished my work. I came up to my bedroom to, which by the way, I film from my bedroom, you guys. So just FYI. But I came up to my bedroom to take a nap, and a friend called me. This person called me, and this person really needed my attention. And this person was going through a hard time, and I thought I knew this person was going through a hard time and they needed my attention. And so instead of listening to what I needed, I took the phone call. And so instead of taking a nap, I spoke to this person. So there went my hour of napping, right? So I get off the phone, I drive to my Pilates class, and I could feel like my body tired, like I really didn't really want to do the class. My body was just tired, like I really needed to like be resting, but I had signed up, and if you don't go after signing up, you're charged. So I didn't want to get charged for the class that I had signed up for. So I went, and I could tell that the teacher knew that there was something off with me because I normally have a lot of energy. And so, anyway, so I got through the class, you guys. I was fine. I got through the class, and um, I drove home, which thankfully the Pilates studio is not far from my house. It's about literally maybe 8 minutes away. So I drove home. It was evening time because the class was from 6 to 7. And I drove back home, and I pulled into my parking lot, my condo complex parking lot. And I was going to go underground to park where I normally park. And I see the sunset, right? And I'm like, oh my God, it's such a beautiful sunset. I'm just going to not go underground yet and park. I'm just going to pull over and watch the sunset. And so I'm literally in my parking lot in my condo complex. And I pulled over to watch the sunset. And I was just sitting there in my car. I took a couple of pictures of the sun. And I was just really just kind of just in a daze, right? Because I was just really tired at this point. I knew I needed to just get back home, back up and take a hot shower and eat dinner and go to bed. And so I thought, oh, just, just start I had turned off my car. So I started the car again and I proceeded to move to drive to I was going to have to drive and then make a U-turn to come back to where I park. And so I pulled forward and I felt there was a bump there. And in my mind, I thought, "Oh god, that's just a speed bump," right? So I gassed it. Like I went forward, you guys, like on the gas pedal. And lo and behold, it wasn't the speed bump. It was literally the like center of the parking lot. Like, in other words, there was a tree there before and they took the tree out. So like imagine this like center area of cement, like high cement, right? And then there was a tree in the middle of that like area, but now there's this dirt. And in my mind, because I was so tired, I thought it was a speed bump. And so I thought just gas it. And so what happened is my wheels got stuck in the dirt part where the tree used to be. And I literally got myself stuck in the dirt. I freaked out, okay? Like this kind of thing doesn't happen to me. Like I'm a rule follower. Like I don't get myself in like these kind of predicaments, Like my predicaments, you guys, and I've been really like open with you, is around relationships. Like these little things, like with cars, like I don't do those things. Like that's just not me. So inside, I'm freaking out because I'm like, oh my God, I couldn't back up. I was literally stuck in the dirt. I got my purse, I ran upstairs to my condo. Thank God I have AAA. I called AAA right away. They sent over like a tow truck. And there goes my right there goes my hot shower. Like, well, obviously what I did was I ran upstairs, I took a quick shower, I changed, I called AAA and I waited for them. So there goes my like evening of rest, right? My adrenaline started like rushing. I definitely was not tired anymore. I had to wait outside for the AAA. My car was fine. Okay, there was zero damage. Zero damage. Thank God. He got my car out. Everything was fine. I it drives fine. There was no like misalignment on my tires, nothing like that. But I share this story with you guys because I want to say since October of 2024, when I did decide that no more like toxic relationships in my life, boundaries, 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 I've been good. Okay. Like I have not, I want to say leaked my energy out to like people that have tried to get my energy and like get me back into this loop, right? The phone call from this person wasn't that kind of relationship. It was just a friend. But I still reflected back on what I should have done different. I should have listened to myself and I should have taken my nap before I went to Pilates class because that's what I needed to do for me. And I should have said, I will call you back. Or can I call you back? I'm really sorry that this is happening for you, but can I please call you back, like on another day or tomorrow or something? Because I can guarantee you that if I would have taken my nap and then I would have went to Pilates class, that would have never happened to me with my car. And you guys, nothing happened to my car, but it was like, again, a sign for me to pay attention to. Like, something could have happened to my car, right? And so it was another sign, in my opinion, me talking to me, like, you need to just pay attention to what you need, like, stay in your own lane kind of thing, right? And so it sounds minor, okay? Like, things in your life may come up and they're minor. Oh, no big deal. That happened. But what I encourage you guys to always look at is the deeper message. Could you have done something different to not have whatever happens, right? Because it's all a domino effect. And it starts with us. And it starts with us loving ourselves enough to, first of all, not be in toxic relationships. And secondly, having boundaries. Because, again, I'll repeat myself. In October 2024, I finally said no more. And there's been so many great things that are happening for me now. You know, my music, my Jenna Lobos brand that I'm building. You guys, the podcast, Love Your Body, Love Your Life, the brand, my coaching business. I have other things in the works that I can't really talk about right now, but there are great things that are happening for me in terms of like my brand, my book, obviously my music, which I share with you guys. And I feel like it's just because I have kept my boundaries around these two in particular love relationships, which have been toxic in my life. And I've kept my boundaries. Now, I will say that there's only so much you can do if you have family members who are toxic, right? There's only so much you can do. But I encourage you guys to do what you can. You don't have to be mean per se, or think that you're a bad person for having personal boundaries. And I feel like we all know what's right for us and what's wrong for us. So yeah. Norm. I'm sorry. I hope I pronounced your name right. It's hard to see the toxic relationships at times. It absolutely is. Absolutely. I can 1000% relate to that, Nom. One day I feel like I'm going to write another book, you guys, and it's just going to pour out of me and you're going to be like, wow, she went through that. But I can 1000, what I will say right now is I can 100% 1000 relate to not seeing the signs on the wall. Yeah. Sorry to be silent for a second, but I'm just really feeling out what I can share with you, Nam, to give you some context around seeing the toxicity, even if it's not clear, because the covert relationship is very sneaky, especially if you haven't done any work on yourself. It's really, really hard to see these kind of people. And so I feel like the best advice I can give you with that is to listen to your gut. And if something feels off, believe it. Okay? Like, I don't care if it's the slightest little voice inside of you. If it feels off to you and you take that feeling and you share it with this person and they don't cherish or respect your feelings, then run. Run. Because these kind of people, you guys, will ruin your life. And I hate to say that like say it with such passion, but it's true. It's true. They will bring you down. I've experienced it, and they will bring you down. And if you don't have good people around you or one person to point those things out to you, then it's even more difficult. I'm really, really lucky and grateful that I had a mentor to help me see things that I couldn't see. I was really super, super naive to a lot of these things until I wasn't. Um, the good thing about it is that I can now sit here and share with you guys and give you advice and really, really empathize and understand who's ever going through toxic relationship. I really send you a lot of love because it's tough, especially family dynamics. And if you're being isolated in any way, because that's another thing that these people love to do is they love to try to isolate you from family and friends. So um, yeah, you guys can always reach out offline at jennalobos.com, or you can reach out to me. I'm really active on Instagram, and it's just my name, Jenna Lobos. So who's ever listening that doesn't want to come ask questions live or talk in the chat live, you can always reach out, and we can chat one-on-one in a more private setting. Because I know that there's just so many emotions that go with these kind of relationships. So, yeah. So, anyways, that's my little car story. I learned again, and it's all good, you guys. It's all good. But so I will, yeah. So getting back to all the fun stuff, so then last week I did a photo shoot, an all-day photo shoot. I haven't done one of these in years. I used to model a lot as a teenager. I went to New York to model for some time. And then in my early 30s, I got re-signed as a model again. So I've done quite a bit of photo shoots in my day, but I haven't done anything like this in a long time. So it was fun um, to do a photo shoot again. I forgot how much work is involved. When you guys see like the actual finished photo, you're like, wow, that's a great photo or whatever you feel. But there's so much work involved to get that one shot. So, but it was fun. We started around, oh gosh, maybe 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Because I had some other things to do that morning. And then we wrapped at 10:45 p.m. So it was a long day. It was fun. We started at my house. We did some shots in my house. And then we went to Balboa Island, which is nearby where I live. I live in Newport Beach, so I'm by the ocean. We went to Balboa Island and we shot some photos there, and we walked up and down. Like Balboa Island it's kind of like a eclectic little, like they call it Balboa Island because it's actually an island. And there's like it's like a town in itself where all the people that live on the island, they have restaurants there. And like we got like we got gelato. We did some shots with like gelato in my hand. We did some shots by the ocean with boats in the background. And then we drove over to Pelican Hill, which is a very beautiful hotel, again, where I live. And we took some night shots there. And then we wrapped again at my house. We did some like cool, like strobe lighting type of shots. And so we did like lifestyle stuff, you guys. And then we did some like cool, funky kind of like music vibe shots. And it was just really fun. So it was a cool vibe. Again, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, I'm going to be posting a lot of those shots soon. But what I wanted to share was 3 things that I did in particular to prepare to do this long photo shoot day. So what I did to prepare for the photo shoot, which I'll share 3 things. Number 1, I gave up caffeine. And it sounds like, why would you do that? Because caffeine taxes your body. To be honest, like too much caffeine gives you too much jittery energy. And believe it or not, it does affect your sleep. Even if you drink caffeine in the morning, it can affect your sleep at night. It also will tire out your adrenals. And you don't want your adrenals to be tired. You want them to be healthy and nourished and hydrated all the time, because that gives you more energy. So that was one thing I did, was I gave up caffeine, or I did very little. If I needed it, I did a green tea or a matcha with like almond milk or oat milk, which doesn't give me a lot of that energy, like that adrenal, like taxing energy on your body. It just kind of gives you a more even kill energy. So to be honest, you guys, I'm not really into coffee. I like it sometimes, and if I do have it, I'll drink it with butter, which diminishes that jittery energy anyways. But anyway, so I gave up caffeine, which is one thing I did to prepare. I prioritized sleep, was in bed earlier because it takes me sometimes longer to fall asleep if my mind is racing. So I was in bed earlier. I prioritized sleep. But I didn't stress about it. That's one thing I want to say. I didn't stress about prioritizing my sleep. I just tried to prioritize. And if I couldn't like get to bed at a certain time, I would nap if possible. And then the other thing I did was, which sounds like, okay, duh, like we all do that. But for me, this has kind of been like new, because I know in previous shows I've talked about how I intermittent fast. And lately, what I've been doing is I've been eating breakfast. And I feel like eating breakfast has really helped my energy levels. And so that's another thing I did to prepare for my photo shoot, was I would eat breakfast. So something small, you guys, like an egg and a piece of toast, or you can do oatmeal and some protein powder in there, but definitely like something that you chew. So not just like something that you drink, because normally I would do either like a protein drink with like all of my supplements in there and like my chia seeds and everything like that. But definitely for breakfast, I feel you need to chew. And if you can get a little protein in there, even better. So what I did was I switched my dinner and my breakfast. So I now do my protein drink at night. And so I like that better. I'm able to sleep good, not really like too full on like a too full of a stomach, but just right. And so, yeah, those are some of the things I did for my photo shoot. And even if you are not looking to do an all day photo shoot, I feel like these 3 tips can help you with energy levels. So, again, it's little to no caffeine, eating breakfast, something small with protein, and prioritizing sleep. So, yeah, that's what I've been up to, you guys. It's a lot. It's definitely a lot. It's fun. It's rewarding so far. And I definitely, like I said, have some really beautiful, incredible opportunities coming in the near future. So I'm hoping I can share some more good news next time we're live with each other. But until then, I really appreciate you guys following me and being live here. And I really appreciate the questions that came through today. And until next time, eat well, sleep well, surround yourself with great relationships, and love your body and love your life. Take care. Bye.